हाँ कर दो।
सुनाई आ रहा है?
Making the screen. Yes, President, we are waiting.
1 minute. It's not yet 7. I call this first meeting of Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar for the year 2021 to order. I would now request the First Lady of the club, Anne Soumya and Annette Sheetal, to render the invocation. Soumya and Sheetal.
One second.
Maitrim Bhajata is a composition by Sri Jagadguru Chandrasekhara Saraswati. This was first rendered by Bharat Ratna M.S. Subbalakshmi at the United Nations on 23rd October 1966.
Maitrim Bhajata Akhila Hrijetrim Maitrim Bhajata Akhila Hrijetrim Maitrim Bhajata Akhila Hrijetrim Atmavadeva Paranapi Pashyata Atmavadeva Paranapi Pashyata Yuddham Tyajata Spardham Tyajata Yuddham Tyajata Spardham Tyajata Tyajata Pareshva Kramamakramanam Tyajata Pareshva Kramamakramanam Maitrim Bhajata Akhila Hrijetrim Janani Prithvi Kamadugaste Janani Prithvi Kamadugaste Janako Devaha Sakala Dayaluhu Janako Devaha Sakala Dayaluhu Dhamyata Datta Dayatvam Janaka Dhamyata Datta Dayatvam Janaka Shreyo Bhuyat Sakala Jananam Shreyo Bhuyat Sakala Jananam Shreyo Bhuyat Sakala Jananam Shreyo Bhuyat Sakala Jananam Shreyo Bhuyat Sakala Jananam. Thank you.
Thank you, Soumya, and thank you, Annette Sheetal, for that beautiful invocation. With the blessings of God, we now proceed further. Good evening, namaskara, adab, and namaste. Friends, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome our District Governor, Rotarian Nagendra Prasad BL, and First Lady of the District, Rotarian Meena Prasad, to this installation meeting of Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar. I would also like to
Thank you, Manoj. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I would like to extend a hearty and warm welcome to my good friend and the chief guest for the evening, PDG Rotarian Ravi Vadlamani. Warm welcome to the District Secretary, Rotarian Ramdas KS.
Thank you.
Welcome to my dear friend again, Assistant Governor Ritesh Goyal. Welcome to, thank you, sir. Welcome to my DG, now IPDG, Samir sir, welcome.
Thanks, Manojji and Manjuji.
Thank you, sir. Welcome to all the dignitaries, especially the PDGs, the dazzling PDGs. I've got used to this word of dazzling. So instead of galaxy, it is dazzling PDGs, which includes our own PDGs, Badri sir, Bansali Saab, and Suresh Hari. District officials, members of Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar, Rotractors, gracious hands, visiting Rotarians, and guests. Friends, the year 2019-20 in Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar was a very successful year. We achieved many milestones and did a number of meaningful projects in spite of the challenges posed by the lockdown and the COVID-19 pandemic. In fact, we turned this situation into an opportunity to serve the community. The club did all that was required and much more. A detailed report of the club activities was presented at the anniversary night. Therefore, I would not like to narrate the same here. We have done everything from service projects with some new initiatives such as Lake Project, Water Wheel Project, pediatric cancer treatment, to chartering a new club, the Rotary Bengaluru Disha, being the highest contributing club in the district to the foundation, approximately 280,000 USD, to great public image projects, and to several COVID-19 initiatives. The club performed at its best. I would like to thank the board of directors for their unstinted support, to all my club members and aunts for their excellent support during the year. A big thank you to my DG, Rotarian Dr. Samir Haryani, First Lady Dr. Rupa Haryani, and the 1920 district team for their wonderful support. I would like to thank my better half Manju and my family for their excellent support during the year, without whose support I could not have achieved anything. Friends, Manju and me bow to all of you for your love and support. Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar is an integral part of our lives. Manju and me wish President Rotarian Dr. Shrikant and First Lady of the club and Soumya all the very best. और जैसा कि मेरा हमेशा से रहा है, जाते जाते एक शेर तो बनता है. This share is dedicated to all the Rotarians of my club, Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar. कुछ लोग किस्मत की तरह होते हैं जो दुआ से मिलते हैं. कुछ लोग किस्मत की तरह होते हैं जो दुआ से मिलते हैं, और कुछ लोग दुआ की तरह होते हैं जो किस्मत ही बदल देते हैं. तो आप लोगों ने हमारे लिए दोनों ही किया है. आप किस्मत से भी मिले हो और हमारी किस्मत भी बदल चुके हो. Thank you so much for being in our lives. As the tradition in RBI, I would now like to hand over the audited club accounts of Rotary year 2019-20 to Dr. Shrikant. The audited accounts are here. Shrikant, these are the audited accounts which I am handing over to you. Now, I would like to introduce our President 2020-21, Dr. Shrikant. Dr. Shrikant is qualified with a postgraduate degree in forensic medicine and clinical research. In a distinguished career spanning over 3 decades, he was involved in guiding major hospitals in medico-legal cases as a senior consultant. He is associated with 15 leading hospitals in Bengaluru city, like Vikram Hospitals, Rangadurai Memorial Hospital, Ramakrishna Group of Hospitals, and SS Hospitals. He was instrumental in starting the medico-legal department at Manipal Hospital, where he worked for 14 years. He is clinical research advisor to the Department of Molecular Medicine, St. John's Research Institute, St. John's National Academy of Health Sciences, Integrated Global Regulatory Services, which offers regulatory expertise to export-oriented pharmaceutical companies, and Genel Labs, Bengaluru. He was at Triesta Sciences, a clinical research company, and was involved in conducting observational clinical studies for validating molecular markers in cancer. As an expert in medical data management, he has set up departments with EMR in various hospitals. He joined Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar in 1982 and held various positions in the club. He also served as district zonal chair for the Pulse Polio program. He was part of the team that set up Netradeep Eye Hospitals in Kolar and Tumkur. He started Ragalahari, a competition of music and dance in the fond memory of his parents. He is happily married to Soumya, who is an accomplished classical singer, creative artist, and an animator. Soumya has designed, conceptualized, and executed the Rotary District 3190 mascots, Rotary last year and Hasiru this year. Their daughter Sheetal is an IP lawyer and is working as an associate to Argus Partners in Bangalore. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the President of Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar for the year 2020-21, Rotarian Dr. A.V.S. Srikanth. And before he takes over, I would also now like to present the collar of the presidentship to Dr. Srikanth and request Dr. D.G. Nagendra to help me do this to him. Over to you, Srikanth.
Can you just hand it over to me, Manoj?
Yeah.
Yes. Srikanth, you got it? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to welcome to this prestigious club our Dr. Srikanth and the First Lady Soumya. And I'm sure, Srikanth, you are going to take this club to the greater heights and already a vibrant club. Yes. And we have seen that our Dazzler President Manoj has done fantastic work during this 1920, and I'm sure he will take this baton to the greater heights. So can I request Soumya to kindly do the honors there, please?
Thank you, Manoj. Thank you, Governor. Friends, good evening. I am deeply humbled and honored to assume the office of President of this wonderful Rotary Club. Over the past 39 years, the past presidents have led us in an exemplary manner and have made it strong and made the club strong and vibrant with an amazing canvas of service projects. I salute all of them. And we have had the unflinching support of all our members. I convey my gratitude to them for considering me deserving for being their leader. This is what that makes us a truly blessed Rotary Club. My heart overflows with gratitude towards the board of directors, my board of directors comprising of able and passionate Rotarians who agreed to be on my team, which gives me an added conviction that we can not only meet the expectations, but we can even exceed them. I pay tribute to our retiring President Manoj, Secretary Sugunan, and the entire team of 2019-20 for their outstanding year of service. A team is as good as its leader. And Manoj, you have been an awesome motivator and set new benchmarks in service. I would like to thank my proposer, past President Dr. Nagesh Simha, for introducing me to exciting universe of Rotary. It has been a very fulfilling experience. I would like to acknowledge the stupendous support of my wife Soumya and daughter Sheetal. I also pay tribute to my parents and parents-in-law for their blessings and for having molded my life. At this point, I would like to acknowledge the presence of my family, my aunts, uncles, my cousins, and my friends who have logged in, and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law who have logged in from the US. Thank you very much. The world is passing through uncertain and difficult times. Rotary has to reinvent itself, and this is very important. I am confident that we will all work together and rise to the occasion. I think and believe in modesty. Being modest is a virtue, but modesty is about demeanor, not about vision and goals. It does not mean lack of commitment and leadership. Rather, it is a quiet determination in action to get things done without so much of fanfare. The true measure of success is not how much we promise, but how much we deliver for those who need it the most. Given the enduring purposes and inspiring principles of our club, we need not shout its praises or preach its virtues. We simply need to live them every day, step by step, project by project. Our RI President Holger Naik has given us a wonderful theme: Rotary opens opportunities. He calls upon us to grow Rotary organically by sustenance and by retaining members. Rotary believes in opportunities creation, and itself is an endless opportunity. Rotary opens opportunities to serve and is an invitation to serve. The club's functioning, as in the past, will be totally transparent, open, and participative. Our endeavor will be to make the weekly meetings Rotary experience harmonious, fun-packed, and unique with speakers from diverse fields. The fellowships will be creative and entertaining. Projects under Teach, Heart Care, Eye Care, scholarships, Anganwadi renovation, along with our flagship project Karunashreya, will continue to receive our focus. Initiatives like Cardiac Rehabilitation Center, Cath Lab, Jain Mission Hospital, which are in various stages of implementation, will progress towards completion during the year. New initiatives under lake rejuvenation, rural area drinking water, and COVID RRR, that is relief, rehabilitation, and rebuilding, will expand the range of our projects and address urgent needs of the society. Crowdfunding, raffle, CSR, and other similar initiatives will continue, and we will need to focus on forging new partnerships. Our association with Senior Citizens Bangalore, Hoskote Asare Trust, JSS Foundation, and Menda Foundation will continue. Sports and cultural events, quiz, painting competitions, and Raila, which we have been conducting every year, will be taken up both on the online platform and physically when there are relaxations as per the guidelines of the government. The office bearers of Rotaract and Interact clubs will be installed once they reopen. All the training initiatives, train the trainers, facilitation workshops, career guidance sessions will continue in association with Jivika Skills and GICET, and also will be done in vernacular languages. Career guidance sessions at our Interact schools, our own schools, and Vidyadhan students will be taken on the Zoom platform. Because of the prevailing uncertainties in fundraising, we have set a modest target to raise 25,000 USD for the foundation and 2,000 USD for polio fund. I am confident that by the end of this Rotary year, we would have raised 3 to 4 times of this modest target. Our efforts to seek funds for the foundation will be relentless, and we will not stop despite the current financial and difficult times. We will continue to scout for projects and international partners and coordinate new global grant applications as per RI guidelines. Our efforts to monitor the ongoing various global grant projects as per RI guidelines will continue as ever. I am always open to new initiatives, new people, and new cooperation. I am an optimist, and I am full of hope about the future of our organization. Let us work together for a better and healthy and empowered community. Before I conclude, I wish to place on record the outstanding work done by President Manoj, Secretary Sugunan, and Treasurer and the entire team. In appreciation, as is customary in our club, I would like to present the President, Secretary, and Treasurer with mementos. Balki, can you please put the spotlight on Manoj, Sugunan, and Bhaskar?
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Already received. Thank you so much, my club members. Thank you very much for this kind gesture.
Yeah, Sugunan.
Thank you.
Please show the memento.
It was not there in the rehearsal. Anyway, I'll show now. Right now, I'll show.
We won't take it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Bhaskar is not
Thank
there.
you.
We can, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Great. Okay, thank you, friends. Now, I would request DG to install the board for Rotary year 2021. Balki?
Yes, Srikanth.
Please, yeah, I'll go through the members of the board.
Yeah. So you start reading. So
Yeah, I will start reading, sir. Yes.
Yeah, please.
Balki, can you go ahead?
Yeah, 1 second.
Our immediate, go back. Our immediate, the first member of the board is our immediate past president, Rotarian Manoj Agarwal. Manoj Agarwal, our ITP, has done one of the most challenging Rotary years anybody could have had. Despite this, he managed and executed great number of projects, especially for the COVID relief. This immediate past president, after a hectic year, can now enjoy his retirement with shairis, music, and of course, you know what.
Thank you, Doc.
Yeah. Okay. Our next member of the board is Rotarian Fazlur Rahman. Fazl stands physically tall and also stands even taller as a Rotarian. Man of a few words, he lets his work speak for itself. He is the president-elect this year and will be fully equipped to take over as the president of the year 2021 and 2022. Fazl.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. The next member of the board is Sugunan. He is known for his dedication and perseverance. Time and again, he has displayed his keenness in creating new ventures which didn't exist earlier. This year, as the vice president, he'll prove himself to be worthy of his position. Sugunan.
Thank you, Dr. Srikanth, and wish you all the best.
Thank you. The next member of the board is Secretary Krishnan Narayanan. He's also an informal leader, and we call him Talaivar, which in Tamil means the boss. He's known for his quick wit and presence of mind, and those of us who have worked with him on Rotary projects know how well he plans and executes them with finesse. I'm fortunate to have him as the secretary this year. Okay, moving on. The next member of the board is Supriya Khandari as the joint secretary. Ever smiling Supriya has been associated with Rotary since her student days and was the president of the Rotaract Club. Since joining our club, Supriya has worked in almost all ventures, starting with Sergeant at Arms, Bulletin Editor, and being the Director of Vocational, Youth, Community, and Club Services, Club Avenues. Balki could not have asked for a better Joint Secretary with so much of experience. Welcome, Supriya.
Thank you, Doc, and wishing Soumya and you a great Rotary year.
Thank you. Yeah. Club Service Avenue will be headed by Rotarian Vipin Labru, unassuming and conscientious. Vipin is a sincere Rotarian. From the day he joined our club, he's shown remarkable qualities of achieving the objectives set. As the club service director, he can be depended upon for keeping the club shining. Welcome. Yeah, moving on. The next director is Philip George. He was enabled as the Director of Community Services. He was the able deputy to Rotarian Ambika Motupalli last year. And his support to any activity of the club can always be depended upon. I'm sure he will excel in this all-important avenue of service this Rotary year. Welcome, Philip.
Thank you, Doc. Thanks a lot.
Rotarian Manju Verma is the Deputy Director of Community Services Avenue. She is the financial expert of our club, having been a banker by profession, and she has been the treasurer for Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar. As Deputy Director of Community Service this year, she is sure to bring great assistance to Philip. Welcome, Manju.
Thank you. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you. Gopinath Narayanan is the Director for Youth Service Avenue. Gopi is a computer savvy guy who contributed towards our club website. As the Vocational Service Director last year, the highlight of his activities was the seminar he conducted in our club on the objectives, on the subject of objectives of Rotary. This year, as the Youth Service Director, I am sure he will perform well. Welcome, Gopi. Vocational Service Avenue has Narsimhan Kannan, better well known as Narsi, as the director. Apart from being a great singer, Narsi is passionate about doing service to the less fortunate, and that too taking big risks. His genuine compassion was evident during the COVID-19 relief effort. As the Vocational Service Director, I have absolutely no doubt he will excel in achieving the objective. Welcome, Narsi.
Thank you, Dr.
Next, we have Ambika Motupalli as the Director of International Avenue. You are helpful, always willing to take up any challenge or assignment given to her, which she does with total dedication. She is the chosen one to be the Director of International Service. I am confident that she will perform well. Welcome, Ambika.
Thank you, Shrikant, and all the look forward to a wonderful year.
Yes. Kasturi Sarvanam is the Sergeant at Arms. He is having been involved with testing in his work life. Sarvanam is a quality and standards person. Being a very recent entrant to our club, Sergeant at Arms will be his first assignment. My initial assessment of Sarvanam is that he will be an asset to our club in the years to come. Welcome, Sarvanam.
Thank you, Dr. Srikanth.
Okay. Now we are moving to another new entrant board, Bhaskar Murthy. He joined in our club, in the latter part of 2018, and his assignment was Sergeant at Arms. This is the second time he is in the board. The job he did in an exemplary manner. I am sure that he will keep up the tradition of our club of maintaining flawless accounts. Welcome, Bhaskar. Bhaskar, unfortunately, is stuck in Erode. Next, we have
Thank you, Doctor. All the best.
smiling,
For the year 2021.
more energetic Kavita Kekre, whose presence and involvement has always been there in all activities of our club, all the time. She is the bulletin editor. With her enthusiasm, dedication, and passion for service, she has made a mark in the hearts of all RBI members. We look forward to the issues of Seva with Kavita as the editor this year. Welcome, Kavita.
Thank you, Doc, and all the best to you and Soumya.
Next, we move on to the fundraising chair. It is Ram Mohan Menon, a senior member of Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar. He is a civil engineer and a builder by profession and a singer by passion. He is known for his networking skills and has always been a great support to fundraising activities. Traveling extensively, that's his hobby. Welcome, Ram.
Thank you, Doc. We are there with you.
Thank you. Now, I would like to introduce the co-opted directors on the board. Past President Rotarian Dr. Simha, the mentor of many, he is fondly known as the Bhishma Pitamaha of RBI, the only lion in Rotary.
All the best, Srikanth. God bless.
He champions the cause of palliative care in India and is the co-founder of Karuna Shreya. He is my Rotary guru and the co-opted director. The next co-opted director is energetic and ever smiling. He is a well-known figure in the district. The past president and my co-opted director Karthik has recently fathered a new baby called Rotary Disha. Pavitra, Rotary Club.
Thank you, Srikanth. We are there with you. All the best.
Thank you. Welcome. Past President Shashank Kekre is the co-opted director. He is the foodie in the Rotary circles and he is the backbone of our fellowship events at RBI. Invaluable advisor. He is on board as the next co-opted director. Welcome, Shashank.
Congratulations and all the best, President Srikanth. And Soumya, First Lady Soumya.
Okay, moving on to the next. The advisors on the board. Past President Kittu, Krishnamurthy. This charter member, who still holds the record of being the youngest president of Rotary Indiranagar, ensures the succession planning in the club is smooth and effective. Welcome, Kittu.
All the best, Srikanth and Soumya. Good luck.
Thank you. PDG Badri Prasad is on the advisory board, known as Anil Kapoor of our district. He will be my advisor. His smile is as pleasant and as fragrant as the agarbattis he manufactures. Welcome, Badri sir.
Thank you, Srikanth and Soumya. All the very best.
Thank you. The ever cheerful uncle of all aunts, Rotarian PDG Suresh Hari is an advisor and he will guide me to reach my goal for the foundation. A very cheerful and ever helpful person, valuable addition to the advisors in the board. Welcome, Suresh.
Congratulations, Srikanth, Soumya, and also Sheetal, who is going to be with you all the round.
Yeah. Thank you. Past President Mahesh Parekh is the next advisor who will be on the board. This food technologist will bring in his own flavor to the board as advisor and chairman strategic planning and global grants. Welcome, Mahesh.
Thank you, Doc. All the best to you.
Now, as is the custom in our club, we will have avenue coordinators for each avenue, starting with Club Service Avenue. Past President Harish Anand, my president. The original Mr. Cool loves to play golf and enjoys old Hindi songs and tweets. Will bring in his rich experience in fellowship as coordinator to Club Service. And thank you. This Swiss Fauji has a heart of gold, known for his passion for teach program. He will be the coordinator for community service. I'm speaking about Colonel Subbu, R.B. Subramaniam, past President R.B. Subramaniam, who will be the coordinator for club service event. Community service event, sorry. Next, past President Rotarian Shirish Mathur, the ever smiling and ever helpful, young at heart, will be the coordinator for youth service.
Shrikant and Soumya.
Welcome, Shirish. This large-hearted taskmaster and perfectionist will ensure that the avenue of vocational service gains prominence as its coordinator. I'm talking about none other than Jaggudada, past President Rotarian M. Jagdish. Welcome. He'll be
All
the
the best,
coordinator
Shrikant,
for vocational
and First Lady Soumya.
Thank you. Last but not the least, this architect by profession and a golfer by passion and ever ready to help whoever approaches him will be the coordinator for international service. Past President Rotarian Prabhakar Bhoti Reddy.
All the best, President and First Lady Soumya. We are with you.
Thank you. Thank you. So that brings, this is the board of directors for the year 2020-2021.
Yeah, I think Shrikant, Dr. Shrikant, you have an excellent board, and it's my pleasure to induct each one of them by pinning them, not physically at least. And I'm sure wherever they are, somebody is going to pin them. And at this point of time, I think you have good advisors and nothing to worry. Shrikant, your team is excellent. And I'm sure this year you're going to rock and take this club to the sky. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Moving on, as is customary in our installation program, we have two projects. I request the new director Vipin to present his projects, please.
Thank you, Dr. Shrikant. Good evening, friends. From Club Service Avenue, our first project presentation is the Club Roster 2021. May I request District First Lady, Rotarian Meera Prasad, to do the honors, please. Thank you.
Yeah. My pleasure.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the spotlight is on you, ma'am. 1 second.
Okay.
The roster will be shared. 1 second.
You can officially announce the launch of the roster.
Dr. Shrikant and Soumya on their journey for 2021 as President and the First Lady for Skyrockers. I wish you all the best and a wonderful year ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for releasing the club roster. Vipin, can you go ahead, please?
Thank you. Our second project is the launch of our club bulletin, Seva. May I request Assistant Governor Rotarian Ritesh Goel to release the Seva, please. Thank you.
Rotarian Vipin. It's a pleasure to launch the online magazine of Rotary Bangalore called eSeva, which is a special edition on this installation day. excellent work by Rotarian Kavita. All the very best to the entire team of Rotary Bangalore Nagar for the Rotary year 2020-21. Thank you.
Thank you for those kind words, sir.
Malki, can you share the?
Yeah. Problem with this. Narsi, can you do it? That seems to be the problem. Yeah.
Shall I share the PDF?
Yeah. No,
Go ahead,
yeah.
Narsi, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you scroll it down a bit, please?
Yes. Just a moment. We have another version of this Seva also, which I would like to showcase. Just give me a second. Just give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. This is the flipbook version of the Seva. And the last page.
Thank you. Thank you, Narsi. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Vipin. I now request our Community Service Director, Philip, to present the projects.
Thanks, Vipin. Coming to the Community Service Avenue, I'm happy to inform that past President Rotarian O.P. Khanna has donated 12.3 lakhs to our Vidyadan project, that is scholarships to the deserving students. With this, our corpus amount stands at 232 lakhs. Further, we have already disbursed over 15 lakhs to 64 students. We will also be donating PPE kits and masks, etc., to the healthcare personnel at Kidwai. We are launching our second lake revival project at Chikanahalli in Tumkur district. This is a joint initiative between RBI, IIT for IITians, and a consortium of students focusing on environment protection. We'll be doing crowdfunding for the finances. That's it from me. Over to you, Narsi.
Thank you. Thank you, Philip. At this point, I would like to announce that I have some good news to share. Our past president, Prabhakar Bottireddy, has donated rupees 1 lakh towards the general community projects. Thank you, President sir. Thank you, past president sir. Another senior member of our club, Rotarian Lalit Anandji, has donated rupees 10,000. Thank you, Lalitji. This will go to the general projects. It's such large-hearted Rotarians who have kept the flag of Rotary Indiranagar flying high. Thank you, sirs, for your donations. Moving on, I like to call upon Narsi to present the vocational service projects.
Thank you, President. Hello, everyone. From the Vocational Service Avenue, we are launching the following project. Our objective is to be the guide for students to develop or choose a career in their chosen area of interest. This is being done with the launch of an online career guidance session. I'm very pleased to announce that we are starting the new year with a series of career guidance sessions with Navapragna Public School on the 8th, 9th, and 10th of July. Of the 8th, 9th, and 10th standards respectively. We will be launching other projects in the due course, such as skill development initiative. We plan to provide opportunities for skill development to school dropouts and students who cannot afford higher education. By continuing to partner with Jivika Skills, plans are there to identify new skill development initiatives and partners. Our association with BVB will continue for existing and new initiatives like GICET for computer literacy, and will participate in executive committee meetings to review performance of the BBMP school. Other initiatives like organizing vocational visits and vocational month will be done when the physical meetings are allowed, and we'll be following the government guidelines for that. We also plan to have an online 4-way test seminar. That's all from my side. Thank you once again, President.
Thanks, Narsi. Thank you. So that brings to the end of the projects. Now, may I request Rotarian Fazal to introduce our DG, please. Fazal.
Yeah, yes, Shrikant. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, friends. It is my pleasure to introduce our District Governor, Rotarian BL Nagendra Prasad. Rotarian Nagendra Prasad was born as the elder of the 2 children that were born to the disciplined, down-to-earth couple, Srimati Sharada and Shri CVL Shastri, on 3rd November 1959 in Bangalore. With magnificent 59 years of meaningful life that started with childhood schooling at National Public School and subsequent science graduation at the National College, Rotarian Nagendra Prasad knew from the very beginning that hard work, commitment, and determination would eventually turn him into a successful businessman and a humble human being. With a sharp eye to finesse and perfection, Rotarian Nagendra Prasad excelled in his professional career. With a mind that was set on a successful business empire, he took over as the managing director of Skytop Builders and developed over 85,000 residential plots in over 100 layouts in Bangalore and Mysore. He continued his family's legacy of film production with equal ease and comfort. He owes his success to his upbringing with very strong family values. His mother, Srimati Sharda Shastri, who was the inner wheel chairperson of RI District 319 in the year 91-92, and father, late Shri CVL Shastri, as an active member of Rotary Bangalore West, were the great influence on him. With such a parental influence, it was but natural and easy for Nagendra Prasad to enter Rotary as a Rotractor in 1978 as Charter Secretary of Rotract Club of Bangalore West. He then served as Treasurer and subsequently President of Rotract West. Rotary was the next calling. He joined Rotary Bangalore Pina in the year 1984. With family and business pressure mounting in his prime years, Rotarian Nagendra Prasad took a sabbatical from Rotary. Being very passionate about philanthropic activities, he joined Rotary Bangalore Sadashiv Nagar in 2008 as a charter member and became its president in the year 2011-12. He also bagged the Star President and Outstanding President Award, along with several other awards for the club during his presidentship. Nagendra Prasad began his second innings in Rotary with more vibrancy and determination as he joined Rotary Bangalore Pina in 2012. Since then, there has been no looking back. He has served the district in various capacities. His stint as chairman for Umang Tarang District Conference in Goa was the most colorful and memorable one, which is talked about even today. Pets in Mysore in 2017 was another feather in his cap. Rotarian Nagendra Prasad has not only contributed his time and expertise to Rotary, but has also become the member of the Arch Clump Society with his contribution to the Rotary Foundation. He has attended the Rotary International Conventions at Bangkok in 2012 and Lisbon in 2015, and received the Public Image Award from Rotary International President Mark Maloney. Apart from excelling in Rotary, Nagendra Prasad has a rich legacy of a business career that has won him awards and accolades in various institutions. Rotarian Nagendra Prasad is also active in many religious and sports organizations, important being his stint as the Vice President, Karnataka Table Tennis Association. Even in his busy schedule, he finds time to nurture his hobbies in cricket, table tennis, and photography. Rotarian Nagendra Prasad has got unstinted support from his family, with wife Meera Prasad being a Rotarian of Rotary Bangalore Pina, their two daughters, Pragnya, an architect, and Preksha, a commerce graduate, both members of Rotaract Pina, and son Pranav Prasad. His brother, Dr. Narendra Prasad, and sister-in-law Janaki Prasad are also members of Rotary Bangalore Pina. Friends, over to our DG, Rotarian Nagendra Prasad. We look forward to hearing from you, sir. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Fazil, for your wonderful introduction. Thank you very much. Good evening, Ellargu Namaskara. It's my pleasure to be here on the online for the 39th president of this prestigious club, Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar. Greetings from our RI President, Holger Nack, and Suzanne. As you're all aware, the theme for this year was Rotary Opens Opportunities. Well, with this theme, we started our year, and friends, you know that a lot of challenges started one after one. But I always am, as Srikanth was talking about, an optimistic. I am also an optimistic person in life. I always look for positiveness than the negativeness. Then as we went into this year, there's a lot of changes which started taking place, and this COVID brought a lot of connects to Rotary, and I could see that from last 3 months, our Dazzler Governor and our Dazzler Presidents, more so our Dazzler Manoj and Manjula ma'am, I think they did a fantastic work. I've been on and off to all the programs here, and I think that was really excellent what they have done so far. Continuing the COVID-19, we started now from almost 28th of June, and especially on 1st July, a lot of projects were unveiled, and I could see on the WhatsApp group, all our presidents being charged up and true leadership coming out of each one of them. As we say that leadership comes out only when there is a great challenge, and I'm really surprised the amount of money that is pouring in to our foundation, to the projects, and the type of projects, the sustainable projects, what our presidents are all doing up. That was fantastic. and I really congratulate each one of them at this point of our. When talking about, let me congratulate our Dr. Shrikant and First Lady Soumya. Soumya, that your invocation was really fantastic, excellent, and it was really professional, I could say. And really, I didn't know that you could sing so well. Next time, really, I'll be calling you for that. Thank you for that. And when talking about this great club, what could I talk about? It's having more than 142 members, and they have done fantastic projects, 3,000 cat rat surgeries, and 15K blood donations, 2 crore COVID relief, and lake rejuvenation, and whatnot. Heart surgeries. We have, when I talk about heart surgeries, we have another Pitama for us, OP Khanna sir. Any time, any part of time, I've been really. I would like to tell you that for the first time I met OP Khanna sir in Ramaya College when I was the president. I knew he was not a doctor. I called Dr. Khanna sir. Then immediately said, I'm not a doctor. So then from that day, we always call him Dr. O.P. Khanna, sir, and a great person. A lot of things are happening in this district, more so in this great club, Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar. The flagship project of Karnashraya, having more than 1,500 patients, known to each and everybody, not in the district, not in the country, throughout the world, which is talked about a great project. I salute you to each one of you for that great project. I don't think anybody could sacrifice so much like this club. Well, on the talking about the membership, every year there's an organic growth. As our RI president said, we have been seeing fantastic organic growth in the membership. And well, on TRF, I have nothing to talk about it. We have the TRF guru itself, our Suresh Hari, past district governor, Suresh Hari, who has been guiding me and who has been guiding the Rotary International too. We have him here, and he was the first governor to bring in Ravi Shankar Dakojo for that 100 crore pledge, which was done. Well, we have a lot of PDGs from this club. Indira Nagar Uday Kumar, PDG Uday Kumar, Dr. Bansali, another great friend of mine, Badri Prasad, Sureshari. Yes. So this, friends, I would like to tell you that there should be about 18 of them in this year for the Skyrocket team on the board from your club. That shows this club, the district needs this club, and I'm sure this in the future days too, the district, the club has been helping this district from past many years, and more so this year having Ambika as the conference chair. And for the first time, we have had the women-led conference, and I'm sure she is going to do a great job on this year. Well, friends, coming back to this, the vision for this year, we were concentrating more on the agriculture and on the environment for this particular year. When coming back to agriculture, we always thought rural development, because we have a lot of clubs outside Bangalore, they need support. So that we started called what is called as Besuge, a partnership between the clubs in Bangalore and outside Bangalore. A lot of clubs already have started communicating, and some of the clubs already had Besuge or partnership earlier. And to strengthen on this, we started this scheme, and it's working out very well. Well, and then when I was hearing to the our president, Skyrocket president, Dr. Shrikant, his vision for 2021 is more so aligned with the district. I had mentioned this earlier too, and I think that is great, Shrikant, and I'm sure you are going to help me out with a lot of projects like lake rejuvenation. Then we were talking of on the agriculture projects. And well, you have Jaggutada Subbu, then Prabhakar, then Ritesh Goel, which is, a very young and energetic AG. I'm sure is going to be there. And not to forget our district secretary, Ram. And well, the career guidance is another great project, which is absolutely required for this day now. Apart from doing a lot of things for the COVID, we need to check. As I see this COVID, the projects for the COVID, maybe giving food or the mask or the sanitizers. I think this is going to go for another 4 to 6 months. That is my vision. And last time when we had the discussion with our police commissioner, Mr. Bhaskar Rao, he clearly told us, apart from this, why don't you think of bringing in some psychiatrists and counseling some of the elderly people and some of the young people who have lost the job. This is one of the key issues I would like to tell the club and the president, please think about it. And already our district has started planning on that. This is going to be another great project for right now, what we are doing. Apart from this, we thought of setting up a hospital which came out about a couple of weeks back, and BMTC has offered about 30,000 square feet of the built-in space in Yashwantpur now, and many other hospitals have come forward for setting up 100 to 300 beds hospital only for the COVID patients. They have some, they need our Rotary help, and one of them is, giving them beds and some oxygen cylinders, something like this, and we have already started planning on that. And maybe Shrikant, I'm going to be, you being a doctor, I'm sure you may give me a guidance on this, and also you can see how the club could, join with us in this project. And you know that this is the absolutely required. And today, some of my team had already visited 2 or 3 places. They have been sending me WhatsApp. I will just after ascertaining and understanding, I'll start sending to all the presidents. You see whether anywhere where you could fit in. I think that will be another great project for this coming 6 months. So there are a lot of projects like this which could be thought of for this for the present time. And well, as you know that our TRF has been sanctioning, the grants, especially on the COVID, within hours, which is a great thing and which we should all appreciate. And I'm sure Manoj has done a great thing, not only on the grants, but also for the giving to the grants. And I have nothing to talk about much about it. Coming back to the environment, which is the 7th focus area, which has been approved recently in the board of directors in the RI. So you can always think of a big project because environment is one of the key issues which we need to address today. And that is what there's another pet project of the district now, my pet project and district. So there is, I don't think anybody has applied for any grant so far. And I think our PDG Suresh Ari would be more authentic to talk about it. But if you think of any great project, we can convert that as a district project, or your club could do that with a couple of other clubs. And I think that is the need of this hour. So I would like to request you for to have a look into that. And the rest of the things, I don't think I have anything. You have a great team, great advisors. And when you are reading about the advisors, like Dr. Sima, who is the Pitamaham, a lot of veterans are here who are more experienced. And whose advisors the district also would like to take, and who have advised the district earlier too. So great club, great thing. The district is always open for any help you require. Dr. Shrikant, I'm sure you have attended lot of prepared speds, and I've seen that, and your enthusiasm and your interest, I'm sure you're going to skyrocket this year and take this Rotary Bangalore Indiranagar. I know it's already in one of the best clubs in the district, and you're going to take to the next level. We are always there, and Fazal Bhai, our president-elect, is already ready there to take up the mantle. I'm sure the great team is there. We'll all be there to work with you. And whenever we feel bored, Narsi is always there to entertain us with a lot of music at any part of time. Thank you. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Yeah, before I end, Shrikant, just I forgot to tell you, and just today, for the benefit of all the members, we everywhere from the day one, everybody were talking of this pandemic. So I was, always, as I said, I'm an optimistic person. I always look forward. I don't look at back. And for my surprise today, when I got some of the the data from past 4 days, what's happened in this district, the amount of members which are added up by the clubs, different clubs, about 30 plus clubs where installations have taken place. I have attended about 18 installations from past 4 days, 15 of them, 13 of them in person, and about 5 of them, including your club today, about 5 of them on Zoom platform. We have added up almost 90 members in almost 4 to 5 days. And we have one AKS declared on July 1st. We have about 3 major donors. We have more than 10 PHFs coming up. And apart from this, a lot of projects have taken place. And one beautiful project was Rotary Bangalore, Rajajinagar, who have adopted one cheetah in our in the Banerghatta National Park for 1 year. So a lot of new things, a lot of new projects have been happening. So Rotary has not slept. Point one. Two, there are probably three blood banks which are going to come up. One in the north side of Bangalore, one in the south side of Bangalore, and one in the rural part of Kolar. Because all these things, the data has been given by the Red Cross Society, with whom we have been interacting, and there are 2 CSR partners who want to fund this. So, which I will reveal everything to all the presidents very soon. Wherever you can pitch in, please help us out to see that this project. And one more important thing is the Indian Red Cross Society needed a bus for the blood collection, and they had one old bus which has become absolute. So they approached us, and now that project is already through now, and the cost of the project is about 60 lakhs. One of the donor has come forward with about 20 lakhs plus, and one more association has come with 10 lakhs plus, and another that is also another great project which is in the pipeline. So why I'm telling all these things is this pandemic, Srikanth, is not going to stop Rotary anywhere. I have been calling all my co-DGs, and I just spoke to them even in the evening today just to check what's happening around the world. There are a couple of AKs, not only in our district, and there are a couple of Rotarians who have gone to this second circle now from the first circle to 500,000. And so what I'm trying to tell is a lot of things are happening. Everybody are in Josh. The Rotary does not sleep. Rotary does not worry about pandemic. And I'm sure this year you're going to rock. This is the best way of communicating. That's what I found when we started our training program. Everybody were geared up, and I think you were also there. Everybody said that this is the best media for us to communicate, and more we could give more time and more attention through this platform. So then other thing is, we all know that the exchange of caller is just that is what is done, over a cup of coffee by the outgoing president and the incoming, including the RI president. And this what we do in India is just symbolic. No, that is only a symbolic one. And what we do with PAN in India, spending 2 to 3 lakhs for all the installation is real mere waste. We have been educating this for all the presidents. You also know, Srikanth, we have been telling our Flight Lieutenant KP Nagesh, who is the district trainer, who he's also been talking about it. And really, I always say this, God has heard me, and that is how this pandemic is not allowing us to spend. Let us spend all this money to the better use of the projects. So with this, let me end I hope I have not taken much time. Thank you for your, for inviting me. And I'm sure let's all rock, and let's take this district to more better heights and bigger heights. Thank you very much.
Thank you, DG sir, for those wonderful advice. And we will do our best as Rotary Club of Indiranagar is known to do. We have been trying to achieve and do our best in all the projects that has been laid out and that have been planned. In fact, we have tied up with an organization called Vishwas, an umbrella of NGOs in rehabilitation and rebuilding activities during the post-COVID phase. I would like to inform you that a lot of work has gone into identifying, beneficiaries for relief, which has already been going on. As I was telling you, they've already disbursed material close to 2 crores. And as you said, we are also involved in rehabilitating the mental rehabilitation of these patients and people who have been troubled with this COVID pandemic. And I would like to inform you that our Besugate partner is our long-term association with Rotary Tiptur. Rotary Tiptur is our. We will do our best in these COVID times, and we will try and achieve all the objectives that we have laid out. Thank you, sir. Thank you. May I now request past President Karthik Reddy to introduce our chief guest, PDG Ravi Vadlamani. Over to you, Karthik.
Yeah. Thank you, Shrikant, for giving me this opportunity. Friends, PDG Dr. Ravi Vadlamani, Ravi to those near and dear. He's a chartered accountant by profession. He's partner of a very well-known firm in Andhra called Uma Maheshwari Rao and Company, which has about 6 to 7 branches in AP and Telangana. He was also the regional council member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. He was a district governor in the year 2001-2. As the district governor, he was adjudged the best governor in the entire Rotary world. He was awarded the Golden Globe at the Barcelona convention that year. And as the DG, he collected the highest amount for the foundation in his zone 456. He is an Arch Clump member, society member. He's won all the coveted awards that RI gives, including Service Above Self Award, also citation for Meritorious Service Award, and Rotary Foundation Distinguished Service Award. Also the Regional Polio Free Award by the Foundation. Friends, Ravi is passionate to do good in the world through the Foundation. He has monitored and implemented several large projects like providing more than 120,000 school desks, several hundred sanitation blocks, group washing stations in schools. More than 10,000 hand wells in thousands of villages, 500 RO plants in different villages, more than 1,000 open wells, hundreds of irrigation wells, several lift irrigation schemes to provide water for the farmers. He's also provided 50 mini protected water schemes and 50 overhead reservoirs in villages. He's also provided 10,000 sewing machines for the underprivileged women. The list goes on. He's attended the International Assembly 6 times. He also chaired the GETS at Dubai in 2016. He was also the chairman for South Asia reception in Lisbon and Seoul. He was a member of RI Director Nominating Committee in 2009. Ravi is an accomplished speaker and addressed several hundreds of different seminars, training events, conferences, and assemblies. He was a past president of Roundtable India. I think it was in 2006. He was also the chairman for Indian Red Cross in Andhra Pradesh. He's married to Rajyalakshmi, who happens to be a past district governor. She's also an international training leader. They have 2 children, 2 daughters, Gayatri, who's a Rotarian, and Valli. They also have 2 grandchildren, Ayan and Ishan. The entire families are PHFs. There's one part of Ravi which is not there in this biodata. Friends, Ravi is an excellent communicator, and he's one of those persons who dares to dream. Pavitra's uncles were all tablers, and they used to talk about Ravi in the 90s, I think late 90s. I think his theme when he was the All India Tabling President was Dare to Dream. And I believe there was one incident where Ravi was doing a project for schools, a very mega project, and they were in Delhi. And one of the roundtablers said, Ravi, how about getting the help of the government? He says, what do you do? He says, let's talk to the Prime Minister. And this was thought the previous day. Ravi, using his skills of communication, and he was able to actually meet the PM that evening at 6 o'clock, who happened to be Devagowda. And this is what was told to me by Pavitra's uncles. And personally, I remember one of the incidents where he was, he had come for one of the pets in our district a couple of years ago. And during the fellowship, the governor was looking for Ravi, and Ravi was not to be seen. Then he came and asked me, "Hey, Ravi, you know where Ravi is? I want to talk to him." Then I looked around, and far away, there was a big crowd, about 50, 60 people. And a lot of commotion, people laughing. And that year, I think the president was our Pradeep. You know how Pradeep is, right? And we go there, lo and behold, Ravi is with Pradeep and 40 other presidents. They're sharing jokes and having fun. And that is Ravi for you. He is known for fellowship. I present to you Ravi Vadlamani.
Thank you, Karthik, for that lovely introduction. And thank you for reminding me some of the old things in life. Srikanth and Soumya, first, of course, thank you very much for making me a part of your installation. It's a fabulous speech, and I know you're going to be a great leader. You got all your programs set, and you've got a fantastic board of directors and fantastic advisors. And most of them I admire for their leadership skills, especially Badri, who has just been awarded one of the highest awards of Rotary. Congratulations, Badri. And of course, my great friend Suresh. Suresh and me, as you know, go a long way in Roundtable. As all of you call him, I also call him the same thing. So I don't want to say what it is. But never mind, Karthik, when we meet physically in your lovely clubhouse and go upstairs to the third floor where all of us meet, I think we can share several of the jokes which I regale the presidents with. Of course, Governor Nagender, good to see you again. And all the Rotarians of Indiranagar, it's a pleasure to come and be with you. I always, and Fazal, of course, the president-elect, I stayed in his house long time back in 1993-94. Fazal, I hope I'll be able to come and stay with you again after this pandemic. And all of you, I still remember that lovely songs of Narsi from the Sai Baba bhajans. I always knew Narsi as a singer, but I never knew he can sing Sai Baba bhajans. But he really enthralled us on that day. It's lovely to be here, friends. Your president is a tough task maker. Friends, I must tell you this. All my speeches look extempore, but they're all well rehearsed and well prepared, because I always believe that I must give some value to my audience. So while I also have some notes in my pocket, which I call it the insurance, but they all look like I'm speaking extempore and from the heart. Most of them are from the heart. But your president is a tough guy. He said, Ravi, I don't want you to speak on leadership. I don't want you to speak on projects. I don't want you to speak on any Rotary subject, but I want you to speak on fun in Rotary. Karthik, maybe he thought, I will regale all those jokes here, but some of them and most of them are after the third peg of old monk. So I'm not going to tell those kind of jokes. But friends, today I'm going to use my Rotary stories. As most of the leaders know, that we have to, each one of us have Rotary stories. And I would, as you go back, friends, and as you sit down for dinner tonight or tomorrow morning breakfast, I want each one of you to prepare those Rotary stories in the 2 to 3 minutes time. It's always lovely to share the Rotary stories, and more importantly, connect it with the Rotary programs. That is the message I thought I will tell you before I embark upon my topic today for the next 10 to 15 minutes. But before that, I must also thank Manoj. Manoj, I missed your installation last time. Though it was, I came to the Bangalore airport and came out, and friends, for the first time in my life, my office said, we need you. They never asked me to come to my office in the last 10 to 15 years. So there was an SOS from my office. One of my biggest clients had an income tax raid. Of course, talking about raids, it's always in the mind of a chartered accountant whether he should be happy or unhappy when a raid happens. Because you'll get more fees when there is a raid on a client. Anyway, that's not today's subject, but I had to rush back. So Manoj, it's good to see you, my friend, as a leader, and I hope that you will emerge as a stronger leader at the district level. And friends, I also want to share that Manoj and Manju also go a long way, and I'm going to do one of your water wheel projects. I'm very fascinated with that. I'm going to do 5,000 water wheels at Hyderabad. And I've invited Shekhar when he will be the president for that function. And I requested Manoj to head that project. So Manoj is going to help me in that project. Thank you, Manoj, for accepting that. Friends, I also wanted to thank each one of you for your excellent support. And I'm beholden to every Rotarian. And you know what has happened recently. So people ask me what now next. I always believed that hierarchy is for administration, equality for contribution. So I work for the poor, and my working for the poor will continue. On that note, friends, for today's subject, fun in Rotary, and I know your club always has that Rotarian coming up and telling a joke. In my days, in last 20-25 years, I have seen a lot of clubs having jokes coming up, and but nowadays a lot of people are not doing that, because you read all those jokes in the WhatsApp, you read all the jokes in Google, and most of the jokes are known to everybody. So I'm going to link up, and fun, of course, is very essential. Fun leads to fellowship, fellowship leads to friendship, friendship leads to family, and family leads to fraternity, which we are all members of the fraternity. And when we are members of the fraternity, we can actually shake the world. And that is what Nagendra is doing. And in doing so many projects, I must compliment him for doing the projects. And I must compliment each one of you for playing a critical part. So friends, so I'm going to link up the Rotary stories to the programs of Rotary and try and, link up the story. Srikanth, it was one tough act, man. I'm not going to tell you jokes. I'm not going to tell humor, but I have really, really given it a thought and spent a lot of time on what to share with the Rotarians of Bangalore, Indiranagar. So here it goes. The year was 1989, and I was the group study exchange leader at a very young age of 32 years. And I went to United States of America, District 690 at that point of time, Atlanta. And group study exchange program is one of those fantastic, fascinating programs of Rotary, which builds bonds across the world. I do not understand why it was dismantled, but I do hope it will come back in some shape or the other. Having said that, I went to, my first host. The Americans have what we call as at 6:30 dinner. For us, 6:30 is too early in the day to have dinner. So, but it is supper time. So we all sat at the table, and the host, his wife, and his children were there, and a plate was served with me, and they all bowed their head in a prayer. So I was looking at them fascinatingly. Then my host finished his prayer, started having his food, and said, Ravi, don't you pray before dinner? His question was, Ravi, don't you pray before dinner? And I told him, no, my wife is a good cook. Friends, that set the ball rolling. People to people contact breaks any kind of barriers. So just about 2 days later, another host of mine said, Ravi, today we are going to the World Cup of baseball. I said, oh, that is great. So which are the countries that are participating? And friends, in United States of America, the world means themselves. There no other country in the world plays baseball, as you know. So the World Cup for them is 8 states of United States of America playing, and Atlanta Braves was playing some Chicago Bulls. So that was World Cup to them, and that was another funny thing to me. And I said, oh, in my place, World Cup means several countries play a game, but this is a different way of looking at the world. So, but of course, the program, GSC program, breaks barriers and makes people to people friends. So I was asked to go to a Sunday school and address them. And one biggest cultural shock is school for a Sunday school is not a school at all. I thought I will be addressing children. And as I went, I saw, 200 Rotarians, 200 churchgoers in suit and well-dressed dresses and things like that. And I was asked to speak about Indian culture, Indian ethos, and Indian festivals. So I spoke for Indian culture and Indian ethos and Indian festivals. Then there was a question on the why Indian cow is also revered. So I said cow is like a mother and, all that. And as we go back home and we have a big steak and green peas and potato for supper. Of course, in those days, I used to devour everything that comes my way and on my plate, young days. So I was biting a piece and my host said, Ravi, I just heard in the morning about cow being a mother and cow being a revered animal, and now you're eating this. And I looked into his eyes and said, I was talking about Indian cows. Friends, that is humor in Rotary that breaks barriers and different cultural barriers are broken. Group study exchange, one of the best programs of Rotary and Rotary Foundation. And as I grew up in Rotary after that, I was organizing an event in 1989-90, a district assembly for a governor. My daughter was 7 years old. And in those days, governors were giving 1.5 hour speeches, not like Nagendra's sweet and short speech. Speeches used to be very long and, everybody they liked their voices and things like that. So there was this, I was sitting on a dais, the governor was talking. And my daughter, 7 years old, ran up to the dais and said, Daddy, what is that on the backdrop? I said, that is the Rotary International President's theme. Then she said, what does it read? It said, enjoy Rotary. Then she asked me, 7 years daughter, how do you enjoy Rotary with these speeches? So that is humor at its best, friends, by my daughter. So as I became a governor and I saw your lovely rooster being inaugurated by Nagendra's wife, and I must compliment you for that. So I asked one of my club presidents, as the club president and secretary in the morning, 7:30, we used to have this breakfast session. And at the breakfast, I asked, can I have a copy of the rooster? He said, sir, yes, at the assembly time, club assembly time. So again, I reminded him at the club assembly time, can I have a copy of your rooster? Because friends, rooster, again, our President Holger Knack also says that it is the basic and fundamental rule for membership growth. A forgotten tool, and I'm glad you have that tool. Unfilled classifications will definitely add membership, and I'm very happy, Srikant, that you have, or your club is bringing out such a rooster. So he didn't bring a copy of a rooster to me. And after lunch, as I was retiring to my room, he said, sir, the rooster is in your room. Semantic distortion, friend. He thought that it is a toaster. Rural clubs, English language. So he bought a toaster and said, sir, do you need bread also? So that was also humor at its best, another encounter. And as we go into the various official visits, one custom which we all follow even now is calling the president's wife as first lady and the governor's wife as first lady. I often wondered from where did this custom come? Of course, it came during John F. Kennedy's time for the American president's wife. Of course, it was natural for him to call Jacqueline the first lady because you know John F. Kennedy. And of course, it would have been better even when Hillary was called first lady because the hobbies of Bill Clinton we all know. But this president, the rural president who was introducing me as a governor's visit, he was very excited. So he said, Governor Ravi and First Lady Rajya Lakshmi, and he also got two ladies in the house, second lady Gayatri and third lady Valli Bhaskar Lakshmi. Of course, he meant my daughters, but he thought, all of them should be addressed like that. So this was also, but this custom of addressing first ladies, then I realized, I do not know whether that custom has to be followed or not followed, but Srikanth, you are in safe hands because you have only one first lady, Soumya. And so this was another humor in Rotary. Friends, these are some of the anecdotes that I thought I will tell you. And another club visit I went for breakfast. Raji was also there. And breakfast is idli sambar for us, or idli sambar dosa for us. But the culture there at 7:30, there were huge 6 to 7 dishes of non-vegetarian, mutton, this, that, chicken and all that. So Raji was stunned. I was also stunned, though I can eat non-vegetarian, I can't eat it at breakfast time at 7:30. So I said, is that all or is there anything else? And the president winked at me and said, no, sir, there is that also. And 7:30 in the morning, he took me to another room where all of the Rotarians were having a drink. Oh my God. So winking and saying that also means that also. Raji and me were aghast. Fortunately, with that non-veg, there was white rice and we had some white rice as breakfast. So different culture, different humor. So these are some of the anecdotes I thought I'll share with you. But before ending, I'll share the story of my life. The story which actually ignited me into Rotary is, I was a RILA student. I was a RILA delegate, and I'm glad you do a lot of RILA programs, Srikanth, and I wish you all the best. I was an international trainer for RILA for 2 or 3 years when PC Thomas was doing those RILAs, and I loved that program. But this story is about in the year 1974, when I attended the RILA program as a delegate. Very young guy, but an introvert becoming an extrovert, becoming a shy introvert, becoming a leader. All the facets of RILA fascinates me. And as it fascinated me, I also happened to be the best delegate in that particular program. So the best delegate had the perquisite of being invited to every Rotary club to speak. So I spoke at these various Rotary clubs and, also honed up my communication skills. But in 78, because I was the best delegate, they invited me as a faculty. And they asked me to speak about public speaking. And for those of you who practice public speaking as a science and art, friends, there are several rules, of course. Rule number 1, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Rule number 2, and this is an important rule, is establish eye contact with the audience. So as I was telling the rule, I was looking at the audience and trying to establish eye contact with the audience. There was this dark, husky, long eyebrowed, slim girl with good features sitting in the front row, and I established eye contact with her. Friends, till today that eye contact stuck, and she is Raji. Rotary gave me Raji to me, and I am highly privileged and thankful to Rotary. Friends, thank you very much. I try to link humor, fun, and some of the programs of Rotary. But Srikanth, wish you all the best. And Karthik, thank you again for that introduction. And Bansilal Bhaiya, if you are there, namaskar. And Opi Khanna Saab, whom I refer very much. I know you are there. Thank you very much and namaskar to you. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, Ravi sir, for those wonderful words. What you have said is Rotary means serious business, but it is also fun to be in Rotary. It was good of you to recount all those experiences that you have had. May I now request Secretary Balki for the Secretary's announcement, followed by vote of thanks, please. Unmute.
Thank you, President Srikanth. I'll start with birthdays. Rotarian Pradeep Lal celebrates his birthday on July 7th. Jairam Vishwanath celebrates his birthday again on July 7th. And Ranjana Gopinath too celebrates her birthday on July 7th. Rotarian Gayatri Chandrasekhar on July 8th. And Veena Sani on July 11th. And Rotarian Samartha Srinivasa on July 11th. And Archana Dilip Surana again on July 11th. I wish them all very happy birthday. And on wedding anniversaries, we have Ann Chandra and Rotarian Lalit Anand celebrating their anniversary on July 7th. Happy wedding anniversary, sir and madam. The second meeting of RBI for the year will be held on 13th. We'll have the installation of Rotaract Club of Indiranagar, our community-based Rotaract. On behalf of the President and members of RBI, I would like to thank our chief guest for the evening, PDG Ravi Vedlamani sir, for that inspiring and interesting speech on how to make Rotary fun. We would like to incorporate many of the ideas that you have put forth. Thank you, sir. We would like to express our gratitude to DG Nagendra Prasad, who as a true leader urged us to look forward. His message of Rotary doesn't stop even during the pandemic period, has enthused us. We will march on your leadership. Thank you again, sir. I would like to thank the PDGs from our club, from other clubs in the district officers, presidents, office bearers, and members of other clubs who have taken time to attend this installation. Our club will work closely with the district and other clubs. I would like to thank our partners in service. I saw Sri Chand Rajpal ji and Vinod ji from JSSF login. Thank you, sirs. We also thank Menda Foundation, BGMS, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Sai Spiritual Trust, Needy Heart Foundation, Globai Foundation, Jayadava Hospital, Canfin Homes, for their continued support to us as we embark on yet another year of service. I would like to thank the ants for turning out in this year's theme color of Rotary. As with dress, I'm sure you would synchronize your thoughts and actions to make this another glorious year for us. Thank you, ants. I thank all the Rotarians for the presence. You are the greatest source of strength for this club. President Srikanth and the board will count on your support and involvement for accomplishing our goals. Though we have a lot of impediments due to the pandemic, I'm sure we'll touch many lives, even with social distancing. I express my sincere gratitude and appreciation to each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Balki. I now adjourn this meeting and request every one of you to stand for national anthem. Narsi, please take over. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming to this meeting. Good night.
Thank you. Congratulations, Srikanth, and all the very best.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
All the best.
Srikanth.
All the best.
Congratulations,
Hey, Srikanth, wish you all the very best.
All the best,
Shobhi, all the best.
Congratulations, Srikanth and Soumya. All the very best.
Congratulations, Srikanth.
Congratulations.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Wish you all the best. All the ants for wearing the color.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Soumya.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr.
Thank you.
Soumya, both.
Thank you so
Suresh.
much.
Congratulations.
All the best.
Bhavan here.
Soumya. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Lovely, all the best. Congratulations.
All the very best.
Thank you,
All the very
Suresh.
best.
Bhavan Suresh. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Soumya and Srikanth.
All the best.
Srikanth,
Thank you,
Bhavan
board
Suresh.
member. PDGs.
Thank you so much. Wonderful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
All the very best, Soumya and Srikanth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats, Srikanth.
Thank you, Piyush.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you, Ram.
Srikanth and Soumya.
All the best.
Thank you, Raja.
Thank you, Raja. Thank you, Savita.
All the best.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, Raiji, for participating.
Thank you, Devi.
Devraj, Devi, thank you.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.